Welcome to Louisiana Gardening Family Garden Chat. Today we're talking about planning your garden or planning your garden in order to, we'll say, eat better, live better. One thing that I do notice in the gardening community is we like to give a lot of things away. Probably over half of the things that we grow, somebody else comes to get. And many times the people that we give things to, they're letting that stuff spoil, rotten, and it's just going in the trash, right? So, and I've kind of thought about this for a while, and many times it's because a lot of the things we grow, we trying out some things, and it's good to try out some things, but if you want to have success in healthy eating, what you really want to do is plant the things that you love without a doubt. So you use that. I was thinking this year that we wanted to go more toward away from like the starch, the pastas. I mean, we do have some potatoes, but the pasta and the rice. Beverly from the Philippines, she cooks a ton of rice. I mean, it's rice all the time, right? Asian girl, rice. And me, being African American, I think we eat more spaghetti and pasta and lasagna than an Italian person. Every time we go to my mom's house, she has spaghetti and meatball. I mean, everything is pasta. So what we've been doing the last few years is transitioning to still getting that taste. The texture is a little different, but that's why we're growing these right here, and this is straight neck squash. We have that little spaghetti spiral thing, and it's easy to make these, and it turns these quickly into, looks like a little pasta. I'll figure it out. So things like this, the Merlinton, and this doesn't come from our farm. Before I was starting, Beverly say, "You're not gonna act like we picked that, huh?" So, but no, we didn't pick this. I actually bought this from the store because I was pondering and contemplating today's garden chat, and I saw these when I was at the fruit stand. So I picked them up because these are things that we actually eat, and it actually tastes good, and we eat a lot of it. And it's, as far as the spaghetti squash, we've actually did it with the zucchini. As far as making the spaghetti, you can buy the sauce from the store, or we're trying to grow enough tomatoes where we can actually make our own tomato sauce, things like that. Okra, I don't really like okra cooked, but I do love raw okra, especially when they're small. So that would be something. That's the reason why we're growing the okra. We have the blueberries for our smoothies. Let you look at this. We have no room for meat in our freezer because I actually went to a store. The regular price for your bananas were like 59 cents a pound, and actually they started discounting the ones that started getting the brown and all of that on them. So we got a lot of bananas to put in for the summer into our freezer. After that, a few weeks, they went and they discounted the pineapples. Well, not discounted, but they just had a sale on pineapples for 99 cents a pineapple. So we really stocked up on that. I didn't do any of the prep work, so Beverly did all of the peeling the bananas and peeling the pineapples and cutting them up and putting them in the freezer. So let me show you how that looks because we're getting ready for something big this summer. So 1 second. Okay, so this is the freezer. You're looking at from the top to the tip top. It's cranberries. These were actually on sale when I got them. Opened up the side of the bag. And all the way down, we have some mangoes. Lots and lots of pineapples. Hopefully this will last us a few weeks, if not more. And then you get to the bottom, we got more cranberries in there. And somewhere is the rest of the way down is probably bananas. So this might be maybe about 30, 35 pineapples. I don't know how many mangoes and how many pounds and pounds of bananas. we're trying to set ourselves up for a healthier summer. Like I said, it was a crazy winter, and we dropped the ball big time. Lot of extra weight here that we don't need. Bev had the baby, so she has the excuse, but still, even I'll be the first to admit, as a parent, we have to take charge and take advantage of not only our health, but I've really dropped the ball with my kids. So that's something that I want to try. I'm going to be a different person this summer. They're not going to know me because I'm used to, we stop at the store, they want cookies, I get cookies. I'll admit it, you know. My son loves the little white ice and honey buns, and I get that. And I'm starting to notice that their health and things may be, in the long run, maybe something that I want to be concerned of now. And I don't want them to look at me in the future and say, you know, Daddy, why you didn't make us run? Why you didn't make us work out? Or why you bought all that stuff for us when we asked? You should have just said no. Because that's how it happens to us parents in the end. So this summer, I'm really going to try to push them harder. I'm not planting this stuff to let it go bad, go to waste. I'm not planting to give it away to anybody. I'm planting for my family. And so for our health. So everything that you see, the peppers, the tomatoes, the beans, the squash, the Merlington, the Kakusa, all of those things are things we want to implement into the household for eating, for health purposes. We know what we're using to grow it. So when you're looking at our breakfast, and I'll say this, and I'm almost through, our breakfast, I've already started planning the breakfast based off what we have available in the yard. So breakfast is like eggs and oatmeal. If you don't want eggs and oatmeal, then you'll have a choice to get a smoothie, and Bev will make you a smoothie with the pineapples, bananas, cranberries, blueberries, things like that. So, and you'll be seeing some of that on the vlog. Maybe not a whole video, but we'll probably put snippets of what we're doing and how we're doing it as far as getting our day started. They'll be in some camps, things like that. And just on our own, we'll go to the park, or even just around here. We'll try to work out at least 4 times a week, if not 5, but I have to work a lot, so I can't promise. I don't want to over promise that we're going to do this and this, but at least 4 days a week that I want to have them out here exercising at least for an hour. So I think that, along with a good breakfast, having that smoothie, that shake, things like that, and as time goes on, if we have to buy something, then we'll buy it, like pineapples and bananas and things like that. I really like the plantain more than the banana, but right now we're going with the banana. So that's it for today's garden chat. I promised y'all that I would do it here, so y'all can see how these squash are actually growing. I don't know if you can see it, but they're actually doing really well. So we'll hopefully have a lot of these, and that's the hardest thing I think for us gardeners to do. We love to grow stuff, we love to see food grow, just to know we have it there, but it's the most difficult thing to eat everything you grow. For those that are eating 50% or even under 40-30% of what you grow, let's try to up that to 50%, 60%, 70%. And whatever you're not eating, whatever you've lost taste for, then scale back your growing of that. Even though it grows easy, like if you live in a climate where tomatoes grow so easy, but you're not eating them like you used to eat them, okay? We can scale those back, and let's add some of the things that you're really into right now. I think that'll make for a better choice. That way you won't go to the store for those things that you wish you had grown, or you wish you had space for, because you're growing a tomato plant that you really don't have a taste for anymore.